Alrighty, hello again, you guys. We are back like we promised, double feature Friday. And special treat. So we're gonna be reacting to the Odyssey trailer. I am so excited for this one. I love the Odyssey. I read the book. It was amazing. But this one might be one of the most ambitious films we've seen in a very long time. I dare say. I'm not saying that there's a few others. I'm saying, you know what? I'm gonna hold my opinions for that one because we're here to react to it. We're not here to talk about other movies, but I think this is highly ambitious. The Odyssey trailer. This is the Odyssey movie. This is starring so many different people. So we have Matt Damon, Tom Holland, we have Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Lupita, I'm not even trying to pronounce her last name, so I don't want to butcher it. Zendaya. We got the Tom and Zendaya combo for those who love one of our lovely, amazing Hollywood couples. Shout out to them because we know we love them. They're so sweet. They're so cute. We don't know much about them, of course, because they keep things private as they should. But this has a whole bunch of different headliners. So this is produced by Emma Thomas and Christopher Nolan. With the executive producer Thomas Hayslip. I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I butchered anyone's name, I apologize. I apologize, guys. I'm not good with names. That's why my name is so simple, Sharon Castro. But anyway, the reason why I'm so excited for this film, it's not just about the journey of a man trying to make it home after war, temptation. The reason I'm so excited for this film is because it's about the journey of a man trying to make it home after war, temptation, loss, ego, trauma, and chaos. So while we're reacting to the trailer, I also want to break down the symbolism, the themes, the cinematography, the casting, and why this story resonates with modern day culture, and then obviously why I'm so excited for this. So before we get into today's reaction, do remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, do like the video, and do comment below if you're just as excited to see the Odyssey as I am. I know there's a few book lovers out there. My cousin's one of them, my sister's one of them. Both of my sisters actually are one of them. So I know we can't wait for this one. But without further ado, let's get into today's topic. Okay. So for anyone out there unfamiliar, the Odyssey originates from a Greek literature written by Homer. And who is Homer, you may ask? Homer was the ancient Greek poet traditionally credited as the author of the Odyssey and of Iliad. I may have mispronounced that. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. But two foundational works of the Western literature believed to have lived around the 8th century BC. His epics shaped the Greek culture, identity, and influenced centuries of storytelling, poetry, and philosophy. Beautiful. So, as follows. So the Odyssey followed Odyssey after the Trojan War as he attempts to return home to his wife and son. But the journey takes years, guys. Years. And you know what? I don't want to spoil too much. But he faces a lot. And I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. So I'm going to say the spoiler alert for those who haven't read the book. Turn away, forward ahead. But for those who do have read the book, we know that he faces monsters, gods, seduction, isolation, war, trauma, temptation, pride, and his character is tested constantly. And I know I'm super excited for this, guys. I just want to hold it in because I love the book, and I can't believe they're making a movie. For years I've been waiting for them to make a movie, and it seems like this is gonna be worth the hype. But we're gonna take a look. I haven't watched the trailer just yet. We're watching it for the first time together, so this is gonna be great. But honestly, I think that's why this story survived thousands of years, because it mirrors life. It mirrors the things that we go through, between people's personal beliefs, between the temptations that we have on a daily basis, between our own opportunities with pride and other things. We all have things that have tested our character, and I think that's why it resonates with a lot of people, and that's why I love this story so much. And it's entertaining. Now, let's watch the trailer. I'm super excited for it. Pause for effect. Okay, now let's watch this.
Tell me what you remember.
A wife? A son?
And then what?
We won the war. Help me go home.
This is a household waiting for master. I want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
What would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know, like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance.
Bringing it all.
I need everyone at this party dead.
I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control this. That world is gone.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods.
Keep us straight!
I think it's asleep.
All right, you guys. Okay, wow. Like, the cinematography looks crazy. It looks amazing. It already feels like Gladiator, Troy, Dune, all like mixed together. I'm like, it's already, and I love Gladiator movies. I love Troy. I love movies. I just love movies like that. It's so entertaining. Um, I don't even know like where to start. Like, where do we start? Let's start with someone who was obviously like seen throughout, and I think a lot of people are gonna want to get into. There's gonna be a lot of focus around Tom Holland, and I know some people aren't sure about Tom Holland taking on a role this serious. I haven't heard that. I've seen certain things, blah blah blah. Just like, oh, he's known as Spider-Man, blah blah blah. I have faith in our boy. He clearly is going to crush it. I do think a lot of people associate with Spider-Man, but I think right now Spider-Man's not here. Spider-Man's not here. The sun is here. But let's continue. But honestly, this might be the exact role that he needed because let's just be honest, just based off the trailer, he has me hyped. I am hyped. And I think that he's going to exceed our expectations when it comes to the film. Now, what I noticed is the trailer doesn't just feel like a war movie. It feels like existential. I don't know if you guys are catching my drift. There's like identity crisis, survival, like the burden of leadership, and like the emotional cost of war. So it's like exciting the senses. You guys know what I mean? Like I just love movies like that. I think that the symbolism that makes the Odyssey so powerful is the monsters aren't always just the literal monsters. Like you just saw. Sometimes the monsters are people who have ego, temptation, pride, vengeance, or losing themselves, or trying to take what's not theirs. You know what I mean? Sometimes those are the real monsters. And the journey home becomes symbolic of you trying to return to kind of like to yourself. You know? So like we got a little bit of that, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. You know, in the actual movie. But one thing to also really highlight, and shout out to the production team, shout out to the camera crew. The visuals look incredible, from the ocean shots to the dark lighting, the ancient architecture, which, if you guys don't already know, I love architecture. I will die on the hill. It's like, no, I'm not gonna die on the hill, but I love architecture. Like that's like my dream. That's my long-term goal. You can go into that in another time of what that actually looks like, but also not just the architecture, the armor designs, the sense of scale. It's like grounded and mythological at the same time, and it's just giving everything for me. Like it really is. So shout out to them. It's really it feels amazing. It's a great. I could tell it's gonna be a great film, and if it's not, I want my money back, guys. I'm gonna be going to the theaters, which I strongly encourage you guys to go to the theaters and go look, go watch. You know, people spend money. People give their time into this, their resources. I think that if you love something, you should support it. And even if you can't go to the theaters, wait for it to come out on a streaming platform near you. Be patient. I'm so big on supporting people who put in resources, time, money, and effort into creating something that we ultimately will enjoy. And I think this one will last a lifetime. I really do. Like the Gladiator movie, everyone knows it. Like Troy, everyone knows it. Those are movies that resonate with us. So I think people should go out and support this one, because I think this one will be exactly the same. But we'll see. Now, just kind of like staring everything in before we end, right? Just tying it all together. I honestly think the modern audience is kind of like craving a story like this. I really think that we are. I think that people are exhausted with the shallow writing and constant remakes, and like all that like kind of feels like emotionally empty. You know what I'm trying to say? Like people, I've heard so many people, and I even use this phrase, is like they don't make movies like they used to. And that was so true. I feel like there was a time where I was just like looking at like these low, kind of like shallow writing, not really, you know, with all due respect, not really good acting. And believe me, I'm not an actor. I cannot act my life away, so I'm not knocking anyone down. But like, let's just be honest, like the 90s, early 2000s, they were killing it with the movies, killing it with the writing, killing it with the acting. They made us think that we were there. We were invested into certain things. Whether if it's rom-com, sci-fi movies, Gladiator movies, we were there. It's like when 300 came out, let's just talk about that for a second. When 300 came out, we felt like we were, like if Leonidas were to rise today, we were there. We were there. We were part of the 300. That's how good those movies were back in the day. That's how good those movies were back in the day. And I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, that some of the guys, like those weren't even their real bodies. And it's just like, I wouldn't even have known. That's how good those movies were. But anyway, let's calm down. Let's bring it down a notch. And let's get back into it. And I'm super passionate about it. But I do love cinema. I do love movies. They're just what brings us together. And it's a different vibe. Like when you can go to the theaters and experience something with strangers, and you simultaneously like kind of have all the same feeling. You're like, it's like the energy around the cinema is just different. So that's I'm really excited for. And I think this one specifically is what we've been missing out for a long time. And the mythological stories endured because I think this one's going to endure because they tap into universally what humans struggle with. Whether it's purpose, suffering, temptation, love, discipline, legacy, survival, redemption. I think we're all just going to be like, this is me. Or couldn't find a way to resonate with one of the characters. You'd be surprised of the characters I resonate with in movies. It would not be what you guys would expect, especially like looking at me, but we're not going to talk about that. That's not important. We're talking about this. But weirdly enough, I think that even though we live a modern life, I think there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be taking out of the Odyssey, and that's going to like basically it's going to I think increase. I think this one's gonna like increase our hope and faith in movies again. And I think there's a lot of good ones that came out last year, which I did do reviews on. Some of them I didn't. I think there's a lot of movies that came out last year that really did ignite that. And I think this year they're just like trying to fight. They'd be like, yo, no, we got to be the best movie of all time. Screw what happened last year. We're going in this year, and I think it's fair. I think it's fair. I think it's it's a game. We'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, for my general thoughts, what makes Odysseus like interesting is that he's not perfect. Like he has like he's intelligent, strategic, and brave. Yeah, he's all that good stuff. Prideful at times for sure. And the consequences of his ego definitely like you'll see it throughout his journey. But I think the complexity of a man like separates him, and that's what makes like these legendary characters from like these like generic superheroes. You know what I'm trying to say? And there's nothing like listen, I love a good superhero movie. Marvel did their thing, DC did their thing, but this is like next level, and it's something that I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy. But yeah, but ultimately it looks really great. It looks very promising. um And I'm really feeling the visuals. They really feel cinematic and they look amazing. So I can't wait. And it seems, we'll see. We'll see. They have a great foundation. The book is a great foundation. So the writing is strong. So this could end up being one of the most, one of those mythological films that really do stand out and last through the test of times. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But that's all I have. I know I went on a little bit of a blurb. I know I said a little bit of a lot when it came to this simple trailer. And I'm probably going to say a lot more when the time comes to actually watch the movie. But I can't wait for it to come out. I believe it says it come out July 17th, which is not too far from now. We got like 2 months, 2 months and 9 days. Yeah, 2 months and 9 days. So I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys watch it alongside me. And do look out for my review on it because you guys know I'm going to come back. And I'm going to come back even though I have some biases because I love the book. I'm going to try to give you guys my unbiased, raw opinion, critical opinion, fair but critical on this movie. But that's all I have for you guys today. So do remember to subscribe to the channel, do turn on your post notifications, do drop a comment below if you guys are just as excited to watch this movie as me, if you guys read the book, or if you guys are going to be watching it in theaters. Maybe we can plan a trip to go together. I don't know. For those who may watch me and I know, text me. We'll figure something out. But anyway, I wanted you guys to know my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all I have for today. I told you guys I was doing a double feature and I delivered on this double feature. So now we are just here waiting. Gonna be waiting until the next video. Remember, we drop content every Sunday. Why do I keep doing that? Every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Maybe I should change my days. I don't know. But every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So do be on the lookout for our next video. If there's something specific that you guys want me to cover, do drop a comment below. I'm gonna have I have a lot of stuff lined up. There's certain things that I'm gonna push into next week that I wanted to do that between the last video that I did, I felt like it was very critical and important that we talk about those 3 items. If you haven't watched it, do check it out. I'll drop it right here. But there are other things that we should be talking about, and I wanted to come to you guys with something light. Last video was very heavy, so I wanted to come to you guys with something light, something exciting, something that will bring back the emotional down and the worry that may have came from that video and bring you guys back up. So that's what we did here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next video. So bye.